Right, so in this video, I'll be showing you our deal analysis agent. Now, deal analysis agent is you can use it, together with the auction agent when you're analyzing any property deal, or it doesn't have to be auction. You can analyze any deal using this agent. So let's get started. So you come in here, and here is again, I will put in the property address. So I'll put in 123 Reading Road. Um, so here. And now you put in the postcode here, and then you will choose property type, residential or commercial. And so I put in the address RJ61QE. This is a residential property, and I select the property address, and I say, let's say 15 College Road, and a number of bedroom, let's say 4 bedrooms. And this is for the comparables that we are getting from the land registry. So, and the property type is a terraced house, and property full stock, and it's a freehold property. And I want to look into 18 months comparable. So you can change this as well if you want to. So then you come in here, and then you do let's get started. So it's going to take a few seconds, and then you will see this screen. So this shows average sold price in this area, what type of property it is. And then it is picking up the EPC data from the EPC register, and then it is showing you the nearby sold prices. So this is so you can see the distance from the property, and what is important is you see the floor area as well. So as you can see, this property has got a floor area of 157 square meters, and these ones are not really relevant because these are 80, 81. So you can untick them, that this is not the so, and even 98, right? And then you can 61. So then now you can see the average sold prices changes with that as well. So you can untick whatever you think is, I mean, if you see the comparables which are far away and they're not really relevant, so you can untick it. And sometimes, obviously, you will see, because this is picking up data from the land registry, so you need to sometimes know the area as well, because one of the street could be really expensive, and then the adjacent street is like pretty shit, right? So you need to know the area as well, but this pulls the right data from the land registry. Right, so this is comparables, and this is the environment. So whether it has got a flood risk, whether it is a conservation area, you'll see it here. And this is the list of entire all the planning applications that have happened in the nearby or within the property. So if you're buying a property, and if you think that, oh, I could do this something with the property, and if you will be able to see the planning application that has happened in the property, whether they were granted, not granted, what has happened in the nearby properties, all of that. So super powerful. And then these are the LHA rates, the crime stats, schools, which is I think really good, that if you are looking for a standard buy to let for a family, to know what sort of schools there are, nearby hospitals if you are looking to let it out to the nurses and doctors. And then the transport, what do you have around? It gives you the train stations and stuff, and nearby tourist attractions, which I think is really great if you are looking to do any essays and stuff, and at all the universities, event venues, hotels, demographics, the age, which we are putting, which we are getting the data from the national statistics. They aren't not the most recent, but whatever we have in the government data, we are getting it for you. And if there are any notes that you want to add in here, you can add in notes here as well. Then you do continue, and this is where if you want to include any refurb cost. So if you say yes, now this is where you choose the type of location. So this is in south, the floor area is picked it up, and light refurb and space specification basic. And let's say the kitchen is 15 square meters, 16 square meters, and bathrooms, including the ensuites, is, let's say, 18 square meters. Right. So now if you do calculate and much cost, calculate costs. So here now we have, this is obviously, this is not the RICS data. So this is based on the research that we have been doing over the what sort of cost of material, and the labor cost is in this area, and this gives you kind of an idea about what it may cost. Obviously, every property refurb is different. You may not need the electrical updates at all. So you may untick it. And you may think if when you bought the property, plumbing is not too bad and is going to cost you £3,000 to do the plumbing. So here the cost changes, and this is completely customizable to what you want. And if you think that you need to add anything, and if you might say that the garden garden needs work, and the garden will cost you £1,000, and you see the cost changing here. And if there's any notes that you want to make here, you can put it here. Let me say need structural survey. Oh, so it could be anything, right? So you can just put a note so you don't forget about the property. Then you do submit and continue. And this is where you do some financial analysis. So it says the current estimated value is this, the refurb cost is going to be this, and what the offer is going to be. So what is the offer you're going to be making? So let's say the offer that you make is 350,000. And you say that the estimated end value once you have done the refurb, what could that be? So let's say that could be 500,000. And you say, let's unlock the financial sweet spot, right? And then here you choose whatever strategy that you want to do with this property, whether it's buy, refurb, refinance, whether it is a flip, whether it is a creative option. You can choose all of this, whatever works for you, right? And then buy, refurb, refinance, whether it's HMO, service accommodation, buy to let, LHA. So these are, let's say you choose HMO, and you put in some basic figures in here. What is the rental income? Rental income could be, let's say, 4,500, and the recurring bills is £1,000. And solicitor fees, if you think this is again completely customizable for whatever you want. And the bridging, and so if you don't need bridging or development finance, you can untick it. And if you need it, so it's just the costs that comes in here, and then you do calculate. So we've done the basic calculations for you about what the cash flow is, what is the money left in the deal, ROI. And if you think that you want to also check it for SA, service accommodation. Same thing here. You come in here whether you use bridging finance or do need you know bridging development finance. And a monthly reckoning cost would be, let's say, £1,000, and the nightly income is, let's say, £150, and occupancy is 80%, and then you do calculate, right? So it gives you that as well. So now you come in here, and the same thing that you can do with the profit strategies, whether it's flip or assisted sale, or whether they are creative strategies as well. So you come in here, and then you do summarize financials. You will be able to see a quick summary of your deal. And then and again, at every page, you've got notes that you could add, right? And you do submit and continue. And this is where you will be able to upload any floor plan you may have, any, and then you can upload the pictures of the property, so everything stays in one place. Then we've got this due diligence checklist, right? So when you're buying a property, have you checked this? Have you checked the tenants areas? Okay, I have. I've checked the flood zone. I've checked this. Oh, and then I think then you think, oh, there are a few things. There is a few checklists that we've done it for you. And if you think that you need something or you don't need something, you can do edit checklist here and add new requirement. You can add in here saying that structure um, survey. A survey, right? And then if you think, no, I don't need to worry about this, blah blah. So and then you save it here, and then once you've done it, you do finish editing, and then if there are any additional observation that you want to make note of, you can put notes here, and you come in here, and then you will be able to download the summary, and you can share it with your mortgage broker, your lender, or your investor, whoever that is. So they will be able to see the entire report. So this is where they will be able to see the report, and so it makes the things smooth for you. And then if you want to go back
Shivan Saga.
and then if you want to go back and if you want to do the whole thing again, if there are things that you want to change, you can come in here and you will be able to make some changes here. And so it just everything stays in one place. So you will be able to see the entire history here for whatever you've been doing. All right. So hope you like this and good luck with your property investment and your business. And so looking forward to showing you the other 18 next video. Thank you.